My name is Shadoe Aldridge. This is Rev Up. What brought me to Elk Creek, so I was about 15, so not to tell my age, but I have been here for about 20 years this year. So when I was 15, my friend had worked here, and it was getting ready to be one of their biggest shoots at the time, which was the Boomer Esiason shoot, which was on a Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday was their big Kahuna shoot. Which was two of the larger, sporting clay events. Wednesday, Thursday was a fundraiser for Boomer Esiason. They raised, just about $500,000 in those 2 days. And so they needed trappers. They needed somebody to be at the stands, pushing the buttons, and keeping score. And so I came out that weekend and fell in love very quickly with it. And I can remember toward the end of the Big Kahuna, I kind of had to leave early because I was in 4-H camp. So I kind of got to work half of the day. And then I went to 4-H camp. And then when I got back, I was like, oh man, that was so much fun. Like, I want to see if I can actually work there full time. And they actually had called me back to work some other events. And they were like, you just want to work here full time? And I'm like, yes. I have been here almost ever since, I feel like. I did leave for about a year and a half to finish school. And then some owner changes, and then the owners took over and asked if I'd come back, and I did. So, and I haven't left yet. Sporting clays is like golf with a shotgun. So it is great for beginners all the way to professional on a professional level. We use it a lot for team building because you have, like golf, you're going to hold a hole, but instead of hold a hole, you're going to station to station. At every station, there's 2 machines, and the clay pigeons are thrown in the air. So you'll have one person shooting, one person pushing the buttons, one person keeping score. So we use it for team building because everybody has a job to do. And so that's kind of how we incorporate that. And then it's just fun in general. We have 3 full courses. So we have 3 12-station courses, a beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So you have that option to go for people who are brand new, never done this. We can get them started, kind of go over the basics. And then you can go all the way to the advanced, so that way you can get a variety of targets, not just the easier ones. We also have lodging on the property. We have 3 facilities that have lodging. We have queen rooms and king rooms, and so we have, it's more of a resort here. We have a pro shop that can have all your, t-shirt swag, hat swag, and then we can also get some shooting vest and gun sleeves and anything that you need for your gun. With us being so close to the ARC encounter in Williamstown, we are, about 35 minutes from there, so we have a lot of families that are looking for a place to stay, something to do that's not, not the norm. 2020 was obviously 2020, the pandemic, but the good thing about the pandemic was people were forced or told to be outside. And so it was the one thing that families got to try something new for the first time. And so once they get into it, they realize that everybody could do this. We don't put an age limit on sporting clays because we want to make sure, you can have a big 10-year-old, and as long as they can handle the gun recoil, then we absolutely offer them to try it out. So safety obviously is very, very important to us. When you come through the front door, we have you sign a rules and release. It is a 2-page rules and release. The front page is obviously about the sporting clays, what you're going to adhere to that, and then on the back side is for our golf carts. We do have golf cart rentals, so that way, like golf, you can go to station to station. We also go through a safety briefing. So everybody will go through like a 15 to 20 minute safety briefing, and then we take you out and get you started. We go over that safety rules again. We have guys traveling the courses constantly, just making sure if they see anything that is not being safe, then we're able to, stop it, go over why they're not being safe, and so we're always trying to make sure that everybody's doing what they need to, and everything's in a right position, nothing's loaded. So we do make sure from the time you get out of the parking lot to the time you come back from shooting, everybody is being safe. We have a big facility, so we can accommodate up to 200 people for events. And when you are an outdoor venue, obviously you have the weather that you have to kind of rely on and what you're going to do in those cases. What happens for a corporate event when you have rain is we still shoot in the rain, but it's when you have lightning and thunder that's going to take effect, and that is when we bring everybody in. So we do have air horns on the property. So we'll blow an air horn if you're out shooting. You hear that air horn, you know to come back to the facility. And then what's going to happen is, just like any other, sports, is you have to wait indoors or inside until the last lightning strike. You wait 30 minutes. If people have been to our facility before, last year we had lost one of our lodging buildings, and that was due to straight line winds. And it was actually a year yesterday, I believe, when that happened. And so obviously that was one of our main facilities for lodging. And this year, in the next 12 to 24 months, we will have that rebuilt, either the same or even better. So we are looking forward to that, just so we have more rooms to offer for people to stay and get away, enjoy the sporting clays. The winery is next door, which is a separate entity than us, but it's a resort, so we also offer people to go next door and enjoy them. So just kind of, that is one thing that's exciting. More shoots. We have tournaments, during the month. We have the Big Kahuna, which is a shoot that obviously I started at, 20 years ago. That shoot has been kind of, it has, kind of made its course. And so after a few ownership changes, it was kind of left, no, we didn't have it anymore. And so 3 years ago, we actually started that back up. And so this year we'll have it June 14th through the 16th. It's one of those fun shoots. It's probably one of my favorite shoots. We have a big luau on Saturday where we have dinner and live music, and people are wearing their leis, and they're just it's just a really fun shoot. It's a big social gathering, and you also get to shoot for the weekend.